Hello everyone and welcome back to another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing volume 40 of the series Haikyu by Haruichi Furodate. In this volume, in this installment of Haikyu, the Tokyo Spring Tournament continues with day 3. Karasuno is currently battling the team Kamomedai, and after dropping set 1, they desperately need to win set 2 to stay in the tournament. But first of all, if you're new here, I post new book reviews almost every single day about fiction and nonfiction, so if that sounds interesting to you, feel free to stick around. So as previously mentioned, the Karasuno Boys High School volleyball team has dropped set 1 against Kamomedai, so they need to win set 2. But this team has really good defense, and in particular they have been focusing their blocking on Karasuno's member Azumane. So Azumane is kind of a star in the sense that he does a lot of offensive attacks, he does a lot of spiking, and in this case, he's also the star of the volume, possibly indicated by the fact that he is on the cover. So Kamomedai clearly has done their research, they know he is a strong hitter, and they are actually putting blockers on him quite frequently to make sure that he is still blocked. He's always blocked, and this creates a physical barrier because Azumane is going to have to punch through the blocks or go around the blockers every time he attacks, but it also creates a mental block because he knows that they're watching him. He's not going to get that free ability to just go in for a hit. They're always watching him and they're putting some mental pressure on him as well. However, he knows that he needs to step up and score points for his team if they're going to win, and they have to win set 2. So he needs to get past both the physical blocks, the blockers themselves, but also the mental block that they're putting on him, the mental pressure that they're putting on him with their blocking. I also want to say that even though Azumane is the star of this volume, we can see him on the cover, metaphorically ripping the vines away that is Kamomedai's defense and their dense jungle that they can't seem to get out of. I do think like there's a silent star in this series, and that's Tsukushima. I feel like against Kamomedai, Tsukushima he's not a big spiker, he's not going up for the attack like that, he's not as flashy as Hinata in his aerial battle for the title of next or new little giant. He's not, again, Azumane going up for the attacks. He's not as heavily featured as Kageyama, who's doing all the setting for the team, but he's just kind of steadily and reliably been there throughout this entire series. I feel like, and especially this game, I feel like his attitude has kind of definitely improved. He says some things, I think they were in previous volumes, but during this game against Kamomedai, which kind of indicate he's grown a little bit, and he makes some very smart decisions at the very last rally of the game that leads to Karasuno High School winning set 2, which means they've pulled through, and it is thanks to Tsukushima's quick thinking and ability to read the situation in front of him. So even though he doesn't get the front cover on this one, or he doesn't get a lot of praise, I think he really is a silent hero or an unsung hero in volume 40. I loved it as usual. Volume 40 was really good. I need to place holds on the rest of the series as soon as I remember to do so. Something that I'm really impressed with throughout this entire series is the author's ability to keep a volleyball game interesting. So I would think if you had told me about this series that watching a volleyball game every couple volumes would get boring and repetitive, but the author does a really good job of keeping the games interesting and unique and refreshing, and there's something unique in each volleyball game that keeps you wanting to watch. I never feel like things have gotten repetitive, and I feel like the author has a good sense of spacing these games out and the stress out and the pressures out that just keep things interesting. So I think the author is doing a really good job, and genuinely, I don't know what I'm going to pick up next for manga after reading this series, especially sports manga, because I've been introduced to this genre and I do enjoy it, but I feel like I may have read one of the best ones. That could be wrong, but I may have read one of the best ones right out the gate, and now where am I going to go from there? So we're going to see what I read after this, but I'm so excited to continue reading this series because I have been loving it and enjoying it. If you've been reading the series or have any thoughts or comments, please leave it in the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.